Coaches, that's Fallon Sherrock. She's a British dart champion. She's so good that she beats the men on the professional circuit. Imagine if you ran dart so well that you could beat just about anybody you played too. Let's talk about it in today's video. Coaches, welcome to the 92 Meshgroup presents Air Raid Nation YouTube channel. This is Coach Coltharp coming to you again, and today is our 1-year anniversary. I'm so excited just to be here and to have your guys' support. There's no way I thought this channel would be where it is today 1 year ago when we started, but we're so excited for all the opportunities that you guys have given us and all the information we've shared. You know, we've done, almost 200,000 views this past year, and we're just so excited for what's to come with the Air Raid Nation channel. And so, just let me, if you'll humor me for a minute, I just want to talk to you guys a minute about a couple of things that we got going on. I have some really special gifts I want to give you guys, so if you'll stay tuned towards the end of the video, I'll give you those links and stuff, and trust me when I tell you it's really worth it. I want to say thank you to guys like Team Xtreme and Just Play Solutions and Coach Tube and all those guys who've helped me out throughout the year get to where we are, and I just really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I don't know how to say thank you so much. So today's video, we're gonna talk about dart. My first video was about screens, and so dart is probably the other thing that I just really hold dear. I mean, it was our bread and butter running play at Red Springs, and just it's something that's so special to me. So today I thought I would talk about dart. We'll diagram it up and talk about it a little bit before. We talked about it on the channel before, but we're going to talk about it in a little different way today. We got about 4 or 5 different cut-ups that we'll show you after the diagrams, and then make sure you do stay tuned to the end of the video so that you can get those special offers. And trust me when I tell you, they're really worth it. Okay, and listen, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, about 45% of you guys who watch these videos are subscribed. The rest of you guys who just kind of stopping through, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe, hit the bell, because trust me, first come first serve is going to be a really important deal as we move forward this year, because those guys who get here first, they're going to have some stuff that you're going to be able to redeem, and you're going to really want it as we move to our bigger plan, and that's our Air Raid Nation plan. And I can't wait to share those plans with you here in the coming weeks. But without further ado, let's jump into the video. All right, guys, so here we are. We're over in our Just Play software, and we're just going to deal with kind of the box today when we're talking about dart. We'll look at it versus a 40 front, and then also against a 3-4, so we can kind of get an idea of how we do that. I'm really looking forward to running a little bit more dart this year out of our 2-back stuff, and I can't really wait to get it out for you guys. Probably about the end of next week, we'll be debuting our newest course. It's going to be called Power Runs in the Air Raid by 92 Meshgroup. I think you're really going to love it. It's going to be a feature of a lot of our Hero Halo package a lot of you guys asked me about. So we'll have some nice cut-ups in there from various schools and different things doing some different stuff. Talk about how you can have a 2-back running game in your air raid but still remain an air raid philosophy. And I think that's where a lot of us misunderstand what you can do. You can run all the stuff you want to run, but can you practice it? And if you can't practice efficiently and get to that magic rep, then you're really not an air raid guy. And there's nothing wrong with that, but just understand that the philosophy, and that I'm true to that philosophy. I'm true to that how mummy philosophy of we're going to keep the playbook small and get good at what we do. So today let's talk a little bit about dart. We've talked about dart before. We have 2 basic rules in dart, and I think that really is what makes dart such a great play, is the fact that we're going to double team all 1s and base all 3s. So you can play as fast as you want, no matter what the defense gives you. Your interior 3 guys kind of know what's going on. And so if you're looking at it right here, you know right away that this is going to come here. We're going to double team here to the backside guy, and then the front side, the center is just going to work to the right. No big deal. And that's the best thing. That's the difference, I think, when you're running dart versus counter, because in counter, you're trying to ask that center. That center's got to be able to step flat and go all the way back to that tackle. And that's a little bit more difficult, especially if you don't have a pretty good athlete back there. Now, if you got a stud, you're in good shape. All right, so that's the interior. And the interior really dictates which way you want to run it. I love running it to the 1 technique, but you can run it to the 3. You just got to know that if it's your Q or your R or whoever's running the dart right there, they have to understand that the path will be a little bit tighter. And so let's just say we're going to run this to the right. Now, what I would do here is I would take H, because you guys know I love this, is H We'll flash motion or jet motion him out to the flat right there. Then we'll take R and actually block him to the backside. We'll ball fake him. And then what we're going to do is we're going to pull the left tackle around for the front side Mike. Okay, and then the tackle to the call side knows that he's got base. Now he can base that a couple of ways. He can turn him out and try to get strong with that inside hand, which works pretty well. Or he can even kick set him, especially if you're using wide splits, just make sure you don't get beat inside on that deal. And then after he flash fakes, and this is the key to dart, I've said this in other videos, is that you want to come downhill first, then hit that hole. So if you have a really athletic quarterback right here, this is, this would be 34 dart or Q, dart Q. So you can run it either way. You can run same side dart. Same side dart is a great play too. So the R would step in here and then still hit it back outside. You've blocked the Sam with the jet motion. If the Sam doesn't want to go there, you could actually RPO that with the little pitch, and we'll see that in some of the cut-ups here in a little bit. So once again, it's pretty much the same thing. If you wanted to run it the other way, let's say we wanted to run our dart here just with this lineup, because remember, like I said, we want to run it to the one if we can, but let's say we want to run it the other way. We just know that it's going to be a tighter pull, and so you get a tight call, and so he knows now that he's really going to skip pull almost and get up in here, and then we're going to work to this linebacker, and it'll probably be the center coming off on that deal. And then we'll just actually come base. We'll base, turn out, go tight. And then R will be the one running the ball. And it's going to come right downhill hard and hit. And so you're up in there pretty tight. You got a double team. You got to bounce out. You got to roll for that front side guy. And then once he comes off, what we like to do is we take that quarterback. And once he comes off that flash fake, we want him to drive over into the flat. All right, so that's pretty much dart versus the 40 front. Let's jump in and look at the 30 front now. Coaches, before I jump into the cut-ups, I really wanted to share with you what Team Xtreme is doing for you guys. They have been so good to me this past year, and I'm really wanted to do something for you guys who supported us and subscribed to the channel, things like that. So I reached out to Team Xtreme and I said, hey, listen, I want to do something for the guys who have been with 92 Meshgroup for the entire year. And so this is what they said they would do. If you go down in the link in the description and you click in and you join the squadron, put your email in. This Sunday night, they're going to pick 5 coaches who subscribe to the email list, and of those 5 coaches that they pick at random, you're going to get a free individual coach plan for 1 year. That's over $100 value, okay? So that's going to be great. You don't know if your school's going to have the budget to keep the storage from Huddle. Nobody knows these kind of things. I lost all my film when I went to the college level, so I went and got an individual coach account for myself. Just really great people over there. They do a good job with film and stuff like that. So I wanted to pass along something, so I reached out to them. I asked them if they would do it, and they jumped on it and said, sure thing, coach. Just have people shoot their emails in. We'll pick 5 emails at random, and we'll give away 5 free individual coach plans. Thanks, Team Xtreme. All right, so here you see we got our 3-4 look, and in this look we got 2-4 eyes. And to be honest, I don't really like running dart into 2-4 eyes. So what we probably would do is check inside zone here, and you can see right here, Coach Doulard did this to me one year when we played him, and it just killed us. He just blocked back on that 4 eye and folded the tackle, and they ran inside zone, and it just creased us. It's really good. But just remember, our dart rules as far as 4 eyes are concerned is that we treat every a 4 eye as a 3. Okay, so it would really look like this if we were running dart, and it would just hit tight. So you would get a tight call. Now if they got a man right there, it knows you're going to have a little bit of problems because your center is going to have to stay on that. But you can do some things in the quick game and in the screen game to kind of manipulate the box. Also, you can convert to your outside zone or your pin and pull or whatever you have that hits a little bit outside. So, don't try to force a round peg into a square hole, so to speak, and worry about it so much. And just remember this: if you're attacking, you know, we attack, we don't adjust, okay? We want to keep attacking and make them adjust to us as much as possible. And then just know that if they give you something that you're really not good at attacking, attack it some other way. Don't be stubborn, okay? Stubbornness leads to failure, okay? That's one of those things. I think I just made that up. Stubbornness leads to failure. You can write that down somewhere. But, you know, this is kind of our 3-4 thing. Just remember, if it's head up, we base those guys. But if they're inside shade or threes, we treat them like threes, okay? So a 3 or a 4 eye is the same to us. If they're head up or outside, then we're just going to double team all ones, base all threes, and then however you want to run it, whether it's Q, R, or H. The 2-back stuff gives you a lot of different ways to attack the team with the dart play. Okay, so hey, let's jump into some cut-ups. Here we go. All right, guys, so here we go. Let's first look at a couple of dart plays. This is us at Red Springs running the dart. You can see we're kind of running it into the boundary, and it's really easy. Double team all ones, base all threes. You can see how the running back is just going to take that thing tight downhill, and that's one of the things we talk about is coming in this area and then cutting it back, and you can just see, you know, just a hat on a hat, and it's just an athlete being an athlete. So, you know, we just love this play. Didn't do a whole lot of RPOs off of it. Here you go. This is some college level stuff. I think this is UCF. And you can see that they're actually going to run the dart action out of quads with a read here. And so if this guy, you know, follows in, they're just going to throw the little bubble screen here. So I just want to kind of show you some ways that you could RPO it very, very easily without a lot of reps. And that's the cool thing about dart. You know, I'm going to pause and cut up right here and just talk to you for a second. But that's the cool thing about the dart play is that no matter what formation you're in, what you're doing in the backfield, whether it's jet motion, 2 backs, 1 back, no back, you know, the line doesn't change. You know, it's double team all ones, base all threes, wrap, and then you really don't have to do a whole lot. And that's what's so great about it is that it's just one of those plays where it's not high maintenance. Now, you know, if you get into GT and stuff like that, and I love running GT and stuff like that, but there's a lot more that goes into running GT than it goes into running dart. And so, you know, that's why if you only have to have one gap run, you know, dart's not a bad choice, especially if you're doing the old school. And one of the things that we do that's a little different, guys, is we take our bigger guys and turn them into guards. And our more athletic guys, we turn them into tackles, and you know, kind of the reverse if you were like a wing T team. And that's because of all the screens that we do with our fast screens. So we want our more agile guys to be able to get out in space and run, and our bigger guys to kind of set those 3 techniques down. And so that's one of the things you might want to check out. Oh yeah, by the way, if you want to see how we block all this stuff up, we're giving it down in the description. Guess what? 50% off our 2020 playbook just for you guys. 1 year special. Links in the description. Pick it up. Check it out. You can see the offense that we're going to be running this year, 2020 92 Meshgroup. So here it is again. You can kind of see they're just double teaming that one, basing a 3, throwing it out there, and hey, we'll take those 4 or 5 yards and keep it moving. Here you go again. You can kind of see this is a quarterback dart here, and the thing about this is pretty cool is they jet empty. You know, and so instead of flash faking the tailback across the front, they just run him out there. You know, there's so many things that you can do with this blocking scheme, and you can just see right here that if you have any kind of athlete, you can really do some damage, and it's pretty cool. Like I said, it's such a great play. But just watch, see how that influence that guy that just pulls that outside linebacker out. Now they're pulling for the front side guy 42. You know, bang. And then 14's got to fill, and he doesn't do a very good job of filling right there. You know, he's the +1, and the quarterback made him miss, so you're in good shape here. Here you go again, and here's the tailback dart. Blasting it up in there. Can't hardly talk right now. But once again, double team all ones, base all threes. Look at the tailback's path. You see how he's downhill. This will be the most difficult thing you have when you put this in. Your running backs will have this tendency to want to run wide. Watch this kid run downhill. He's a little bit slow. Lets his tackle get around in there, and he comes through. Hey guys, I really appreciate it, man. Like I said, check down in the description. There's all kind of sales. There's 75% off the foundation. There's 65% off advanced concepts. You can now join the channel and get access to private Q&As and different types of things. Hey, and if you already got the foundations and you want to level up, one of the things I wanted to share with you is this Tuesday we're doing our leveled up clinic where we're going to come in, teach us a little bit more advanced concepts as far as the air raid is concerned, talk mainly about some of the tags that we like to run. We'll go through some cut-ups, do some things. So check that out in the description. You can go to the 92 Meshgroup/clinics and check that out too. So like I said, man, you know, just really love you guys. Appreciate you guys coming in. Let's close out the video. Coaches, thank you for hanging out to the end of the video. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, you can do that just by hitting the 92 Meshgroup logo down there. It'll add yourself to the thousands of coaches across the country and the world who check us out each week when we post our videos live. Hey, and if you love these videos, hey, check those right over there. They're probably some that you'll like. Spin it to win.